here with Scrap and Abby, and welcome back to another Craftmas project. In this particular video, I'm going to be making not one, but 5 different things. Well, they're kind of the same thing, but 5 looking a little bit different from each one. So what I'm going to be doing is making 5 pocket letters, and I'm using just the standard, you know, trading card sleeves. And I do have a couple pocket letter videos on my channel, not a whole ton. Because when these, when Jeanette Lane first came up with the idea a couple years ago, I was recovering from brain surgery. I took a whole year plus off, so I didn't get a chance to play with the pocket letters, and now I'm really digging into them. A lot of fun. So what I'm going to be doing, I'll show you the paper collection at the very bottom of this mess once I get to it. As you ladies know, if you follow me for a while, I like to basically shop my craft room, so to speak, and I kind of gather things in whatever totes available. And I like to kind of gather things so I can kind of pull from them, maybe take some things away, maybe add some more things in. It's just kind of the creative process for me, and I'm sure a lot of you ladies are the same. So not everything you see is going to be going onto each individual pocket letter, just some of them just to kind of, you know, make them look pretty. And a lot of this stuff is going to be for the way that I like to wrap mine. I like to, you know, fold them down into the trifold and then kind of wrap them pretty cute. So some of the things I kind of gathered I might want to use. I have my Cuttlebug out because I cannot find my plates for my Vagabond because half my craft room is still packed from our move from Oregon to Florida this past summer. So I'm just going to have to use my Cuttlebug for now, but that'll be fine. So I have these different Echo Park dies. Oops, that one's not. Different Echo Park dies and some stamps that I might be incorporating into part of the project. And then I do like these as well, the layering trees. If I don't use these today, then I definitely will in my next Craftmas project that I have in mind. And I'm not going to tell you what that is because I'd like to surprise you when it uploads. These are just some different speed sprays and kind of, you know, the different, you know, kind of Christmassy sprigs or whatever you want to call them. I might use some of these onto the project as well. And just grabbed a variety of some different stickers, things I picked up from Target Dollar Spot, Tuesday morning, just random different things like that. And maybe I might want to use some of these really cool snowflake doilies from the Dollar Tree. And I might want to play with, you know, taking some of the clothespins off of this. We'll kind of see. And then I have some alphas so I can put the names on, which I will not share on camera because I don't want the people who these are going to see the video before they get their pocket letter in the mail. So I got to be quiet about that. Sorry, ladies, I'm being a little secretive. Don't want to spoil the surprise. I don't think I'm going to use this particular eyelash trim because it doesn't. Oops, because it doesn't really go with the color palette within this Kaisercraft pad, but we'll see. I have it out just in case. And this is what the Dollar Tree calls fun fur, but in my world, it's just, or my eyes, I call it just the eyelash trim. It's a little bit different than this, but it's basically the same. I mean, it's, you know, looks the same, I think. Just a variety of different ribbons, mostly from Michaels. This is from, I don't know, Dollar Tree, I think. I can't remember. And just some different ribbons and trims I might want to use. And some of the different items I might want to incorporate into the pockets as well. As far as kind of like my embellishment stuff, I won't go through every single piece. We'll be here for half an hour if I do that. But just some bells, some different of the plastic words. I'm not sure which one. A couple different colored bells. Some of this really fun kind of holiday looking confetti. I have some different washi tapes. And just some sequins on a roll, snowflakes, just different things like that. So I can have a variety of items to pull from to kind of decorate and fill the pockets. And last but not least, the paper. And I won't do a flip through this because I do have a video. I don't think I've uploaded it yet, but I will. I'm shortly after so you can see this. But this is the new Kaisercraft Christmas Wishes paper line. I had ordered this before, I think a week or two before Thanksgiving, and I just have not had a chance to play with it yet. So I've had this for about a month or so, but the papers in here are just beautiful. They're so shabby chic, and I love it. I know it's going really fast, sorry. But I do have a longer video where I show you each page. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of get my desk cleared off. This is going to be partly a process video and then probably more of a project share when I get done, because the biggest part for me to do is to be cutting down all the different the pages. I have to do 9 per pocket letter and I have to do 5. Nobody wants to sit here and watch me cut paper. That's not very fun. And if you're wondering what the sizes are, if you've never done a pocket letter, if you just get a playing card, like, you know, use for poker or Go Fish or whatever, that is about the standard size to fit into one of those baseball pocket sleeves. And so I'll probably come back on camera when I'm doing some of the fun different techniques. I might want to incorporate, oh, where'd it go? Got buried on my desk. I tell you ladies, my table looks like a craft store right now. I've got so much stuff out on my table. I have like just barely a 12 by 12 space to craft. So I might want to incorporate some of this antique gold gilders paste wax, or possibly some of this Textralex. So if I use these items, I'll turn my camera back on so you can see how I'm going to incorporate them into the project. So I will see you in the next clip. Okay ladies, first let me say I'm so sorry for the glare that's right here. It's my IKEA lamp and I just can't get around that, so I apologize for that. So what I've done is, as I kind of showed you in the first clip, or excuse me, with the first pocket letter, I kind of showed you how I'm kind of laying these out and kind of how I decide what I want to use, etc., etc. And then I just have it where it mirrors itself on the back. Now you could mix them up. There are no rules to this at all. With me and my OCD, I just want them to be the same on front and back. That's just me. But if I receive them and they're different, that's awesome. I love it. I'm not going to obviously complain about that. But what I did is I wanted to make sure each one of these had a different layout. So it wasn't the same, you know, top 3 here, top 3 there. I kind of mixed them all up a little bit, so it's a little bit different. Just to kind of play with some different layouts and that kind of thing. So now what I'm going to be doing, well, this is the fun part where I get to decorate. And I took those 2 cut apart sheets that are in that collection. I didn't show you beforehand, but I cut all those apart and I have them all here. And then also something else too, when you cut the strips off the paper, not that, that's part of what the cut apart, but you can see here, all you have to do, because there's a print on all of those pieces, and this one, these ones here even have, sorry, I forgot to turn my phone off. These even have, you know, words on it. So all you have to do is cut these in half and cut, you know, let me show you what I'm trying to say, because I can't seem to spit anything out tonight. So you just cut it, you know, like this on either side of the circle. That's your word, Abby. Good job. I couldn't spit it out. And then you have, you know, 2 strips that you can use on a card, a layout, within the pocket letter, you know, a Christmas pack, anything you can think of that you use paper for crafting, you have these. So don't throw these away when you purchase paper collections that have the edges, or the, you know, the strip, I forget what they call that. Don't throw them away, because you can reuse them in your crafting for either on the current project you're working on or something else down the road. So just want to share that with you. And so I'm just going to be pulling from all the things that I kind of shared with you at the beginning part of the video. I may pull some of these different pieces of cardstock out so I can stamp on them with some of the different stamps I shared with you. Maybe I want to do a die cut from, you know, an opposite type of pattern. Like maybe I want to cut out, you know, the reindeer from the scrap piece of that paper and put it over here, or you know, just whatever. It's just really creative plays what this is. So I'm gonna kind of get my groove going. I'm gonna work on one at a time, and then I won't have the camera on for all 5 because that'll take way too long, because I stop on these and get up, and you know, because of my facial pain, I can't sit here for hours like I used to, unfortunately. So I'll just probably turn the camera on when I maybe get into the last one, or just maybe putting some really cool things on them. But otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and kind of get these all cleared off, just work on one, and kind of lay out some of the different goodies I want to use on the pocket letter. So I will see you ladies in the next clip. Okay ladies, so I have all of the goodies divvied up and wrapped up in kind of cute little packages for each of these 5 pocket letters. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of move them out of the way so you can take a peek at what I've been kind of working on. Now some of this stuff I did do like just a tiny process video just so you kind of see something besides just me, you know, just talking a couple times. So these are the items I'm going to use, and since I'm making so many at one time, I made this a little list of the different things I wanted to include in here. Now the only thing that's missing is the little personal note that I'm going to include, which of course I will do at the end, and then because the note is obviously just for me and the receiver, and then I don't want anybody who watches my videos who's receiving one to know that they're getting one until they receive it. So I want to try to keep it much of a secret as I possibly can. So what I have some of the fun fur that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, but I of course call it, it's eyelash trim to me. I just cut down some of this paper, which I bought at Tuesday Morning. It's American Crafts Christmas Magic. You get this whole pad for $2.99, and there's, how many sheets are in here? 25 sheets, and this is really nice thick cardstock. So I cut that down to be just a smidgen smaller, the width of it, than the pocket letter size, but it's the same height as the pocket letter itself, each of the compartments. Hope that made sense. I just wrap that around, just use a little bitty tiny piece of tape, and then kind of tuck the tail in the back. That way they could take this off and they could use this paper for something else if they wanted to, and not have it damaged too much. So I made 5 of those, one for each of the ladies. This is some of that yarny stuff I got from, let me grab it real quick, that I got from Walmart, and it's the sachet metallic. This stuff is so stinking pretty. I've got some Valentine's Day project ideas already with this stuff. It's like, I know, I need to get through Christmas first. Now I'm already thinking Valentine's Day. So the same thing with the paper. I just use a little bit of just, you know, cheapo tape, so I make sure that when they pull it off, it doesn't stick and tear the paper off. But just wrap some of that around the edge of that. So I have 5 of those. I showed you in the process me putting together one of these cards for the washi tape. Ooh, where's my 5th one? Wait, 1, 2... Where's my, oh, the other one's already in the pocket. I forgot I was measuring to make sure it was right size. So the 5th one's in the pocket letter, but there's the 4 of those. And then this is the sequin trim that I got at the Dollar Tree. It's the Christmas House brand, and that's how much you get there. So I made 5 little sections of that. So what I'm doing is kind of trying to go with this theme of holiday looking goodies inside, because I've done shabby chic pocket letters, I've done custom pocket letters where like I would have like be a specific color, like maybe somebody likes purples and greens, or somebody else likes yellows and blues, or whatever, and all the components inside would be that color palette or match that theme. So this is all kind of Christmassy, you know, I know this doesn't scream Christmas, this actually looks more like Easter to me, but if you look at the paper collection, it does match. So that's why I kind of did that. That way, if they wanted to take these out for some reason, and they can, then they could use those on a layout or something like that. But everything else is kind of Christmassy, glitzing, that kind of stuff. So instead of a tea packet this time, I'm putting in 2 of these Andes mints, and I got these at the Dollar Tree. This is what the package looks like, just in case you've never bought them before, the creamed mints. You usually get these kind of things like after dinner from your server. These are just some plain white flowers from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to divvy these up equally. I wanted to just leave them white, that way they could color these whatever, you know, instead of sending like red or, you know, green or whatever for Christmas theme, I wanted to leave them white and just kind of the glittery, that's the mix there. That way they could use their different sprays, paints, gelatos, whatever they have. If they want to color them, they can use them, you know, for like maybe Valentine's or a summer project or whatever. So I want to leave this plain. And then this is, I already tossed the packaging, but this is some of that kind of holiday glitter mixes from the Dollar Tree. They have it where you can, I found this at my Dollar Tree in the Christmas section, and it was placed right next to the clear ornaments, because the idea was to take the, you know, take this mix and stick it in those ornaments. And I'll show you. I already have the video up for this project, but these are the plastic ornaments I got from the Dollar Tree. So I didn't want to use this glitter for this way, and I'm actually going to go back and get some more because I think this is really pretty. So I made 5 little packages of that, and then this is a word strip sheet that I got from Tuesday Morning, I think, or maybe Michael's, I can't remember, and this is the company who makes it. So what I did is I cut each of the word strips up into individual pieces, that way I could evenly distribute them and have them fit into the pocket. And then the last thing, I showed you in the process video, I was cutting apart this novelty gift sticker set from the Target Dollar Spot. You get 2 sheets. I was able to get quite a good selection for each one. And I did want to note on the word strip stickers from American Crafts, it did come with its alphas, but there's no real neat way for me to cut up the alphas to where they would have a certain amount of each letter. So I'm just going to hang on to these and use them for, you know, cards or something like that. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of go ahead and get everything kind of put in to each of the pockets, and then I'll probably just film me putting like maybe the last one together, just so you can kind of see the how I do it, or the way I do, you know, how I'm going to stuff them. That way I'm not making this too super boring for you ladies. And then when I get ready to start wrapping them, which is actually the funner part for me, because I the way I fold mine up, I tri-fold them. Let me show you real quick. So once I get them all stuffed, I do this with them, and then I wrap them really in a just kind of a fun way. I know some ladies like to mail them this way, and that's completely fine. There are no rules with pocket letters, just like there's no rules in any type of paper crafting or whatever. You do what you want and what you like, and that's just the great thing about it. But I'm also going to be decorating some of the actual little compartments here too, and putting some different sequins and things and kind of make them cute. So what I'll probably do is maybe work on just one, or I might put a couple clips of different ones, because even though the papers are the same, I do want to make each of the decorations just a little bit different, because some things I don't have 5 of, or enough, you know, enough to split it up or whatever. So I'm going to kind of decorate them just a little bit differently, but I'll be sure to film some of that as well. Just so you can kind of see a little snippets of each process of the pocket letter assembly. So I will see you in just a little bit. Okay, ladies, so on that last clip, you saw me putting the items into the last pocket letters. So these are all 5 of these are stuffed. Now these aren't as stuffed as I normally do them, because I'm not putting in, like, you know, buttons or metal bits and things like that, because I'm just really trying to stick with the Christmassy theme, and I don't have any like necessarily Christmas frames and things like that. So but normally these are a little bit thicker than that, which is why I like to fold mine this way, because I just like how thick it is. If you've been following me for any length of time, you'll notice like when I make mini albums, journals, junk journals, cards, whatever, I like stuff really thick and chunky. I just like how that looks. So I want to tell you this really quickly. I'm not even going to tell you ladies how long I was putting the flowers in this top one here. This is the one I did off camera, and I was like, what? And I dropped one of the flowers. I'm like, where'd it go? So I picked it, I looked on my desk, couldn't find it anywhere, checked, inside the pocket, didn't see it in there, everywhere, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, there it is. It fell on the back side, and I just wanted to share that with you ladies, just to show you what a big goober I really am, because I was like, where did that flower go? So what I'm going to work on next is getting the different, bling adhesive and things of that nature, and some different word phrases and whatnot that I want to actually decorate the pocket with. Get out there. There we go. Or excuse me, not the pocket, but each individual section on the pocket letter itself. And then once I get that done, then I will take them and fold them in this manner. And then that's when my most favorite part is when I work on the wrapping. So what I'll do is just kind of get, probably all of them except for one done. That way I can come back on camera and show you how I'm going to decorate the last one. I'll make it a process video because I'm worried this is going to be way super long. But when you're working on 5 pocket letters, there's a lot of steps to do. You have to repeat yourself 5 times. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of get things together, and then I will see you ladies in the next clip. Okay ladies, so I'm in the middle working on something. I thought, oh, I better turn the camera on just so I can kind of show this to you, just in case somebody watching has never used the Texture Luxe before, or the Gilder's paste wax. So nothing difficult, just using the material. So I wanted to show what I'm doing. So these are some different wooden snowflakes that I picked up at Michael's. I'd use these on my mason jar lanterns, and on those snowflakes I use the Gilder's Paste Wax Antique Gold, and I will put a card for that video up here somewhere so you can watch that, but it's also in my Craftmas playlist already. And then these smaller ones I picked up, I think these are from Michael's too, I can't remember exactly, but the back side of these already has like a little adhesive thing on it, so that's kind of cool. I'll probably take it off and use like some score tape or something, just so it kind of, I know it really stays on really well. But what I'm doing, these are cute in their own right, of course. So I'm going to use some of these just with the natural silver. But I wanted to really play with the Texture Luxe as well, because I just like how it looks. So what I did is I played with one just to kind of see how it would look. See how that kind of has that dimension? And I'm going to do one with you really quickly so you can kind of get the idea of what I'm trying to do. Now, if you do this, the Gilder's Paste Wax, it dries like almost instantly. You can take your heat tool across it, not real close because it'll melt it, but if kind of wave it above a little bit if you want to use it right away, or you can set it to the side and continue off the rest of your project and then come back to that. Now this stuff here will take a little bit more time to dry because I'm not laying it flat. I'm putting, little pounces up there, so it's got a little bit of dimension, so it needs time to dry. So what I'll do is I'll do this and I'll put these off to the side, and then I'll work on another project, and then once these are dry in a couple hours or whatever, then I'll come back and then I can complete the pocket letters, which is another reason why I don't do like one long running process video, because we probably here for 3 days and nobody wants to watch me for that long because I stop and start, and etc. So let me get to this really quickly here. So I'm just going to grab one, and I'm just going to stick my finger in. You can use off the lid or the container, whatever you want to do, and I like to use my finger tool. You of course can use a makeup sponge if you want, or a Q-tip or whatever if you don't like getting the stuff on your fingers. So I'm just going to take a good amount here, and hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to grab this, and I'm just going to kind of pounce. Now I can't even see, I'm going to have to look through my viewfinder to make sure I'm seeing okay. So you can see it kind of makes that texture. It almost looks like the stucco, or like the cottage cheese ceilings that, like when the bigger, thicker had like glitter and stuff in it. My parents had that in the house when I was growing up. So it kind of makes that texture. See how it raises up there? I like that. I think that looks really cool. Plus it adds just another layer of color and texture to the snowflakes, and I just think it's really cute. Now something else you could do while this is still wet, you could daub on some different glitters, or some really fine stickle glitters, things like that, if you wanted to add a little bit more of a dazzle to this. I'm not going to, because I think I have enough glittery stuff that I'm going to be putting on there anyway, but I just kind of want to show you how that looks. So you can go from just this nice silver, which was already on the snowflakes when I bought them, whoopsie, Oops, sorry, I'm getting a little bit too close. Let me just do this. So you can see it kind of has that nice silver foil look to it already, which is cool. But just to make it a little bit different, you could add that texture luxe and just kind of pounce it like I was doing, and you're going to kind of get that extra kind of texture. So just want to share that part with you really quick. I'm going to go ahead and work on getting these with a gilder's paste, and I'll show you that really quickly just in case you have not seen my mason jar lantern that I talked about. I don't want to waste this, so let me put this on here, what I have on my finger, just so I'm not wasting any of the medium. I want my finger off here because I don't want to contaminate my gilder's paste wax with the texture luxe. Let's make sure my finger is really, really cleaned off. And then now I'm just going to go ahead and open this up. It just reminds me of shoe polish. Like when I was younger, my dad would polish his boots and stuff. So I have, which ones do I want to do? Do I want to do the ones with the little hole or not? I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter, I guess. I'm just going to just grab this one here, and you can see that these also have a little adhesive dot in the back, and then it's just kind of a natural raw wood, which I love. It's really fun to use them just in their natural state, or you can also, you know, dress these up a little bit by adding like different sprays, craft paints, things like that, gelatos. I'm just rubbing my finger to get some on my finger, and then I'll just grab this here and show you how easy it is to transform this into something really cool. And I have this in violet, and I have it in patina. So, and I haven't used the patina one yet. So let me just. I'm afraid I'm going to break this, so I'm going to put this on my table just real quick so I can kind of rub on there. I'm afraid if I put too much pressure on it when it's in the air, I'm going to crack it. So I want to make sure I'm just kind of, now let's do a couple of the branches of the snowflakes so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. And then sometimes I get, when I'm trying to do it really quickly like I just was there, you get a little bit of that gilder's paste kind of collecting on the edge of it. Just take like, you know, whatever kind of pointy tool you have. I'm not going to waste it, so I'm going to actually smear onto the other part of the snowflake. You can use a toothpick, a Q-tip, whatever you have. We'll kind of do that. But I was doing it quickly so I could show you what it looks like. So let me just do that part. So you can kind of see the difference there with the gilder's paste wax and the antique gold versus just the natural raw wood look of that snowflake. So just kind of what, you know, whatever your preference is and what your style taste and design taste is. So I just want to show that to you really quickly, ladies, and then I'll be back when I'm ready to move on to the next phase of the 5 pocket letters. See you in just a little bit. Okay, ladies, so here are the 5 pocket letters, and I went ahead and just kind of assembly line and just kind of decorated each one. Now all of these have kind of the same materials on it, but they're not necessarily in the same order or the same spot on the pocket letter, and I think these are just so stinking cute. These are probably my most favorite ones that I've made so far. So they're just really shabby and I don't know, just kind of really fun and festive and that kind of thing. So I did want to tell you just a quick little hint too. Sometimes the washi tape doesn't always want to stick to the plastic, and even the name brand stuff, the good stuff, like this is Scotch brand that I'm using. You can see the Scotch inside there, hopefully. So what I did is I just used a little tiny glue dot, or I've even used a strip of my 1/8 inch score tape. And I tell you, ladies, this score tape is like in my top 3 for sure for crafting supplies and things of that nature. But I just use this here sometimes. So just in case you're making these. Now I don't want to like permanently glue this down, of course, because you need to pop it off to get, you know, what the goodies are inside, but just enough to where it's going to stay on there. So I'll go ahead and just kind of show you each one up close so you can kind of get a look at that. So all of the pocket letters have this, you know, kind of plastic gold looking Merry Christmas, and I wanted to show you the packaging. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. So I could show you in case you could find it at your Dollar Tree still. And this is what the packaging looked like. And it was perfectly 5 in there. I was like, oh, please let there be 5, because when I grabbed it, it was upside down when I was going to put these onto these pocket letters. So it was perfect, just perfect. Because normally what I do for other pocket letters is I'll create a banner and spell the person's name or whatever the sentiment is. But I just love how this looks, because I really didn't want to take away from the paper because it's so beautiful. So this is that gold cording from Michaels, the buttons, and these little kind of peachy looking, excuse me, bows are from Mon Ami Gabby. And then everything else just kind of some random stuff I've kind of gathered. And you can see where I've put some little shaker, I mean like, you know, faux shaker card kind of things, because I'll pop this open of course to get the goodies out. But I have that in there just kind of scattered. I think it looks really, really cute. These are the snowflakes that I showed you, and you can kind of see the texture on there. You see how it's kind of raised? I like that because I just wanted to have a little bit more texture and dimension. Now, something I added after I got all 5 of these done is I just felt like it needed something else still. So what I did is, these are just items I purchased from Amazon. And if you would like the direct links to them, please comment below and let me know. And I'm more than happy to go back into my Amazon account and get the direct links for you. But these are just so beautiful and so pretty. And I thought these are just perfect for Christmassy stuff because it's just very shiny and, you know, just kind of goes with that shabby chic look that I love so much. So I ran that down the side here. Now I do want to caution that if you're going to do this or any type of, you know, thicker material like this that's not as flexible as like a thread or, you know, twine or ribbon or whatever, is I just made myself I made it a little bit loose right here and right here. That way when I fold because this is how I fold my pocket letters for my friends, is I'll fold it like this and then I wrap it, which I'm going to get to next. But I know, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of people will just have the pocket letter like this and then put it in the business kind of, you know, envelope. Whatever way you want to do it, either way is fine. It doesn't matter. But I just wanted to show you that way it wasn't so tight that I couldn't fold this down like that. So I just wanted to mention that real quick too. But I just think this looks really pretty. You have it right here, and then I just put a little strip over the pockets that had the washi tape. Now I really liked how it looked on some of the pockets, but I didn't want to take away from just kind of the simpleness of this. I just think it looks really cute. So there's that one. And then this one here, and you can see the shaker cards over here. And I think I put some of the glittery stuff in a couple of the pockets just because I like the way it looked. There's little fibers all over the place because I've got my fan on. And again, I love, love, love how that Merry Christmas looks. And these are just some of the cut aparts from the paper collection. It was a big, you know, it was a square, and I just cut around it so I could fit it onto this pocket. And the strips of like the Chinese braid and this here, and all the different trim you're going to see on these, they come from Michael's. Let me show you what the purple looks like. If I can find it, just a sec, ladies. I'm so sorry. I meant to have this out so I could show you. But I found these in the $1.50 spot at Michael's, so I don't have another one of the white, but this is what the packaging looks like. Of course, this is purple, which I'm hoarding because I'm such a purple girl. So that's what the packaging looks like if you want to go pick up some for yourself. And then, let's see. Yeah. And so I just think it turned out really cute, and I just kind of added some just random little bits of kind of the bling, and then some of the, you know, kind of the flat back pearls. These are all from the Dollar Tree, those ones, and these are from, I think, Queen & Co. I can't remember. I just have so many of those types of things. But there's that one. And I just think it looks so cute. It just really dresses up the pocket. So I like it anyway. And I'm not saying, oh, look what I did. That's not what I'm trying to be like. I just think it's really, really cute. Something I did want to show you, down here in the corner left, bottom corner, that's where I tucked a little note to each of my friends. So you can put, like I said, you can put your note wherever you want to. You don't even have to stick a note in there if you don't want to. Just do what you like. So it's not going to show who it's for because everything's written on the inside, but I'll show you how I did each one. So in one of those pages from the paper collection that I shared with you, it had those cut apart pages. So what I did is I took those, I cut those out, and these are just some little, these are from Prima. They're the little little key, skeleton key paper clips, and then I just tucked some of that trim on there from Michael's. And then what I did for each one, I won't show you the other side, of course, because I wrote on it, is I just inked the edges with that frayed burlap, which is like my most favorite distress ink, that and the walnut stain. And then I just wrote on the other side and just folded it in half, and then I just took the key paper clip and just stuck it back on there. So all of the letters look the same as far as that, but each design is different. But that's the same way I put the letters in there for each of my friends. Tuck that back inside there. So there's the third one. Let me get these here. And then there's this one here. I just think it looks really cute. I just like the way that each one looks a little bit different, but yet kind of the same, because I'm, you know, using basically the same materials, just different, you know, different formats. So, and then there's the other one. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and work on getting these packaged. I'll probably go ahead and get 4 of them done, and then I will do the 5th one on camera so you can see how I do that, how I do mine. These are probably going to be a little bit different each one, just because I like to do that. But if I was doing these for a swap or something, then of course I would make them all the same. Just, you know, it's just easier in that way that everything looks kind of similar. But I think this looks so cute like this. I just really like it. So I just think these are so cute. Oh, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I like how they turned out. Just kind of it just looks so, you know, shabby, festive-y like. I just like it. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that, and I'm going to gather some of the items on my table that I'm going to be using. Oh, I don't know if I showed you ladies, but this is the confetti I use, and I really, really wish I would have grabbed like probably 4 packs of this from Dollar Tree. This is so pretty. I love it, and I'm actually going to go try to find it at a couple different Dollar Trees that are around me. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of work on 4 of them, and then I'll come back on camera and show you how I'm going to wrap the 5th one, and then we're going to wrap this pocket letter video up. So I'll see you in just a little bit. Okay ladies, I'm back, and before I even finish off this video, I am going to ask for your forgiveness, please, because I completely forgot to turn on the camera when I was wrapping the final pocket letter. I have a brain CT scan today. It's something my neurosurgeon has ordered for me, in addition to a 3D MRI. I won't go into a lot of detail about it because it's supposed to be at a, you know, fun, happy Christmas thing. But if you want to, if you're new to my channel and you don't know about my trigeminal neuralgia, I do have a playlist, and I'll put a card up here too. That way you can kind of look at those videos if you choose to. If not, I totally respect that, because this is all about happy crafty and sharing the purple love. But my mind is so focused on that today that I completely forgot, and it's in a couple hours. So I'm so sorry that I did not show this part to you. I will walk you through it, but if for some reason you ladies are wanting me to actually do it, please comment below, and I'm more than happy to do a separate video aside from the Craftmas playlist I'm doing, and show you how to do that. Okay, so I'm so very sorry. I really had every intention to have the camera on. I completely forgot. So this is they're basically wrapped the same. The only thing that's different are the different cut apart cards from the sheets, from the 12 by 12 sheet, and then the color of these stars. And I'll show you the packaging. I bought these from the Target dollar spot, and it's actually on garland, so you can like string it like it shows here. But what I did is I just, you know, took off the 5 I needed and used those. So some have gold, some have blue, and one has white. I think there's one white. But I think it looks really cute. And then I just clipped on that little snowflake clothespin, and all I did was alter this, which I'll have a quick tips with Abby video on that, but you can kind of just see how I kind of dressed that up a little bit. And then I just wrapped it with some jute twine. This is something I just bought from the Dollar Tree. This is what it looks like. You can buy this anywhere, hardware stores, that kind of thing. And I would suggest the Dollar Tree because it's only $1 for the whole spool, so that's a really good deal. Oh, you know what? I'm fibbing. Oops, I just knocked something over. I'm so sorry. I bought this from a kind of a farm and garden store back in Oregon. I am so sorry, ladies. I know the Dollar Tree does have it, but it's not this big of a spool, so I am so sorry. I just realized that I have so many different spools, I was getting myself confused. And then I added just a couple of the jingle bells. I made one silver and one gold for each one, because there is silver and gold representing on all of these. And just cut off a couple of the berry twigs and added a kind of a cream and the gold thing. It looks really pretty. And then I just used a gold paper clip to kind of clip the cut apart pieces together. I didn't want to tape things together or glue things together. That way when the ladies unwrap these, they're able to use these in a card, a project, a scrapbook, album, memory, whatever they want to use it for. And then they can also use that doily, and you can see here it's just wrapped. Now this is not an indication of who this is for, so ignore the letters. That is just a coding system I have. So I have a letter assigned to each person that's going to be receiving one of these, because now that they're all pretty much the same style, I'm not going to remember whose is whose, and I don't want to give somebody, you know, for example, Sally's pocket letter, and it had a, you know, a letter in there to Martha or whatever. So that's my little coding system. Just, you know, those are going to be popped off once I go to wrap these. So the next step for me is just to wrap these in some holiday tissue paper and put them in the envelope, and that's it, and I'm done. So I hope that you ladies enjoyed this video. Not much of a tutorial because Abby forgot to turn the camera back on, so I'm so sorry for that. And it was just a lot of fun just to kind of document this with you ladies, and I think this is kind of just a really fun, creative and crafty way that you can make something for a friend, a family member, a teacher. You don't even have to be a crafter to like to receive these. You could put things in here that have nothing to do with being a crafter, and I have some ideas coming up in the new year for some different themed pocket letters, which I'm sure have already been done, because like I said, the pocket letter craze started the year I had brain surgery, so I'm like a year behind in the game. But just a couple things that I have in mind that I want to do for some different themes and different people, so you can make it masculine, feminine, you know, for a child, whatever. So I just kind of want to throw that out there too. And I just think these look so pretty. I mean, they just look so cute. Not because Abby made them, that's not what I'm saying. It's all the products that make it look so cute, and I just like how it looks. And I'm hoping that the 5 different ladies who are going to receive these will really like them, and just kind of my way of saying, you know, thank you for your friendship, and kind of a Christmas gift to them from me. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I got to get changed and get ready for my CT scan appointment. For those of you who do know my story and you like to follow that in addition to my craftiness, I will be doing an update video sometime this weekend, because today is Friday the 16th. I have an appointment next week with my neurosurgeon to go over all the results, so I may actually wait until after that appointment so I can give you some information, but I will be doing an update video for you ladies that do want to kind of follow along with that with me. So thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting, happy planning, and happy scrapping, and be sure to check out the other holiday Craftmas projects that I have in my Craftmas playlist, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!